Welcome, respected sadhakas. Receive my salutations, gratitudes, congratulations. Also, let us together pray that our these sessions interactive on Shastras become fruitful in giving us the complete information, inspiration, empowerment to walk the path spiritual and reach the goal, the self, and get the moksha. Remember the 12 Vyaktitvas Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanti Yukta. Remember the six sources of Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana. We are into the study of Yoga Vaashishtha, Maharamayana, bulky text, profound text, complete in all the required aspect of spirituality, starting with the Viveka Vairagya. Coming out of the mouth of the Sakshat Bhagavan's Avatara Sri Ramaji himself. Vairagya Prakaranam, 30th Sarga, we are seeing Prayojana Kathanam. As a result of all the inquiries done by Sri Rama, ponderings done by him, deliberations done by him, is found that the both outer life, inner life are full of limitations, bondages. He wants solution for that. Those things he will be asking in this sarga, Prayojana Jivan ka kaise pana. That is why name of this sarga is that. Few shlokas we saw. Let us continue. At the time of listening itself, let us try to grasp, understand the meaning, and if possible, feel for it for our own selves. If possible, let us put ourselves in the place of Bhagavan Rama and feel all those feelings as if they are ours. Everywhere it is so. If we become like Arjuna, Gita Jnana comes to our rescue. If our feelings are like that of Parikshita, the Bhagavata helps us. If we are like the students, disciples of the Upanishads, Upanishadic Jnana blesses us. Here also, Sri Rama is Jnyasu. Sri Rama is Mumukshu. Sri Rama is the Paramaviragi. Sri Rama is the Bhakta of the Gurus there and also the Shishya. And finally, he is the seeker of the Paramatma, the Paramartha. If those qualities come to us, then the teachings by the Gurus also are well received by us. And truly we can see entire life of ours gets transformed from this miserable samsari to be the happy, blissful Siddha Purusha Jnani Mukta. Let us see. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Yirime Guruvih Purvam Vadavakya Pramanadaha Vyakyataha Sarvasatshastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham Om Abadam Bhartarandatam Sarvasampadam Lokaviramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रादीनाम आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव साध्य साधनानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवकोपासकानाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य आदि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्री राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना साधना सेवोपासना यज्ञ यागादि सत्कर्मणां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं समस्त विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ स्थापना द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद् योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं वाल्मीकि विरचित प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृशभोः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति शेखरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ 30तमः सर्गः। श्रीराम उवाच। Friends, yesterday we saw Sri Ramaji asking with the examples of two examples in fact. One is he takes the example of Janaka. He says they are all Janakadi Rajarshis are Sarvarambha Samarudhaha Sarva Arambha Samyak Arudha. They take up all initiatives of outer karma of involving with the things and beings and projects and activities. Then Sujanaha, hearts are pure. such Janakadayah Vyavahara eva. In the very outer world, they were always seen to be expressing themselves or living in the Vyavahara. Then Katham Uttamatam Gataha. How was it possible that they have reached the Uttama Sthiti and they are in the category of Rajarshis, and their examples are taken in the big sabhas when the great Jnanis have to be mentioned? How come it happened? How they? By being in the Vyavahara only they transcended. Same way, Lagnena Pikilangeshu Bahudha Bahumanada Katham Samsara Pankena Humanihana Lipyate. Like the Janakadi, with the Jnanendriya Karmendriya Antakarana, though involved in the samsara kichad called samsara panka, yet how can we insulate ourselves that the panka of the samsara, the dirt of the samsara, do not touch us? What is the way out? So we do vyavahara in Dvaita Jagat. Dvaita should not touch us. We have to do vyavahara in the Dvandva Jagat. That should not touch us. We are with the things and beings which are ephemeral. That should not touch us. Continuous changes generally have to give dukkha. That dukkha should not touch us. Everything is perishable. We are seeing the perishability. Yet we should not be influenced by it. What is the way out? We are with the same world of so much of attractions, varieties. Still we should not be attracted. Pursue the world with same karma, jnanendriya, antakarana. Yet in them there should not be formation of any the samsara causing raga dveshadi. Live in the world, yet the ego should not be expressed. Vasana should not be formed. How to do that? संसार पंख में है लेकिन पंख नहीं लग रहा है, कैसे करें? उसके लिए क्या करें? तो लग्नेना भी किला अंगेश बहुधा, though we are with all faculties, बहु प्रकार ही involved in the world, yet samsara pankena puman katamya nalipyate. What is the way out for not getting influenced by the world? Be in the world but don't get touched by the world. Like cool water, we are taking bath in, yet the coolness not touching us. We apply some type of oily stuff, then the water does not stay, the cooling is not felt. है ना, गरम गरम जमीन में चल रहे, but we are having the paduka protected. Extreme cold of -degrees, but degrees well covered with all sweats, etc. Sweaters, we are safe. Heavy rains, but we have the strong umbrella. सेम वे संसार में अनेक कर्म कर रहे हैं, फिर भी हमें इसे लिप्त नहीं होना. So that means what? This is possible. If Rama is asking. Okay. Now mind you, about Rama, let us spend 2 minutes to understand. One thing we know about Rama, that is Maryada Purushottama. But many things we have to know about Rama. One is he has lived a life like a human being completely. He lived in Maryadas. But a human being, how he has to live, he has depicted it completely. Second one, third one is he has lived every dharma and showed to us that it is only we who compromise with our weaknesses. If not, every dharma can be lived. That is fully depicted by Lord Rama. And the two most beautiful things, 4 and 5, depicted by Rama, which we will know only when we study this Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, is how a Shishya, a Sadhaka should be. All of us think that let us live the entire life of samsara, towards the end we become sadhaka. भगवान तो कहते हैं पहले ही वो साधक बने, much before entering into samsara. Before he was even thought about even given that युवराज of स्थिति, उससे बहुत पहले हुआ ना. विश्वामित्र जी आकर ले गए, वो विश्वामित्र के साथ जाने से पहले ही भगवान रामा became विवेकी and वैरागी, and therefore the Shishya of the glorious Gurus. And through this entire Yoga Vasishtha, entire Shishya Lakshanas, Sadhaka Lakshanas, Jignasu Lakshanas, Mumukshu Lakshanas, 100% he depicted तो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम, मनुष्य जीवन कैसे जीना है बताने वाला, धर्म स्थापना किया उन्होंने. फोर्थ वन इज हे जिज्ञासु मुमुक्षु शिष्य साधक. And you know the most beautiful thing than that is what he has showed to us, how a Jivan Mukta should live, involving in anything outside, isn't it? And not touched by anything inside. Sri Rama is a great Jivan Mukta, mind you. With this Jnanam, he's already got moksha. Then he lived the life. He went as a disciple to Vishwamitra ji and lived like that. He went to Janakapuri as a Rajaputra, as ordered by Guru. He just did that. शिव धनुर भंग, जीवन मुक्ति में रहते हुए, व्यवहार करते हुए स्पर्श नहीं होने दिया कुछ भी. There was no garva that he has broken that dhanu and all. When Sita ji was to be given, yes, it is a part of the game. He allowed that to happen. Isn't it? Jivan Mukta. Then when he had to go to the Vanavasa, not touched by it. प्रसन्नतायां न गता गतानममले वनवास दुःखतः मुखाम्बुज श्री रघुनंदनस्य मे सदास्तु सा मंजुल मंगल प्रदा. प्रसन्नतां या न गताभिषेकतः तथा नममले वनवास दुःखतः मुखाम्बुज श्री रघुनंदनस्य मे सदास्तु सा मंजुल मंगल प्रदा. In Tulsi Ramayana, Aranyakanda, in that Mangalacharana mantras. Abhishekataha prasannatam nagata. When he was told that he will be given the Yuvaraja Pada, he has not become exceedingly prasanna. Then gata namamle, he has not become disappointed, dejected. Ki vanavasa dukkhataha. He was balanced. That's the Jivan Mukta. Outside he was doing all, inside he was in Brahmanishtata. Then when he was with tapasvis there, so many in the entire those 14 years, 13 years was with the tapasvins. There he was there, knowing inside the truth, yet as a seeker there with them. Beautiful, no? And then when Sitaji was abducted, outside he became so miserable, like any husband and all. Did everything to fetch her. Isn't it terrible war he waged? Took the help of Vanaras. बाहर का चल रहा है, अंदर undisturbed. And then the greatest thing is, having come back again ruling kingdom, Sitaji had to be left in Valmiki ashram. See that जीवन मुक्त बाह्य व्यवहार में जो करना पड़ता है करेंगे, अंदर जो टच नहीं होंगे किसी से भी. When Sitaji lives once for all, more than 10,000 years, he was all alone, mind you, and doing the Raja Karyas as a Raja. Inside Jivan Mukti, outside the Raja's Kartavya. He never allowed any Baddha Ajnani Jiva to express through him. There was no Ajnani Jiva Baddha in him. Outside Kartavya Parayana Raja, inside Jivan Mukta. Rama's life is a great example, mind you. So fully involved with the Indriyas, etc. in the samsara panka, yet na lipyate katham. How not to get lepita by it? What maturity, what knowledge, what insulators we have to have, what cautions, what cares we have to take, what attitudes, what intentions, what clarities we have to have. Perfect, no? Now in the next sloka, he takes the examples of the gurus only in front. पूछते हैं कि काम दृष्टिम समुपाश्रित्य भवन्तो वीत कल्मषाः महान्तः विचरन्ति जीवन मुक्ताः महाशयाः काम दृष्टिम सम्यक उपाश्रित्य. What is this drishti? The vision. Every vision or drishti is backed by the knowledge. So the less knowledge, no knowledge, incomplete knowledge, wrong knowledge will have that type of drishti of life called as samsara. But you are living a complete jivana mukta jivana. What is the drishti? Backed by The knowledge, what is that with you? काम दृष्टि में समुपाश्रित्य, कौन सा ज्ञान आपको मिल गया, कौन सी चक्षु मिल गई? काम दृष्टोपाश्रित्य, फर्स्ट भवन्तः very much in this world, but vita kalmasha. Neither you have any kalmasha from within your heart while interacting with the world of any attractions, etc. Nor you are getting kalmasha krita when the world is seen by you in this way, in its own incomplete, impure form. If someone is inflicting some miseries, sorrows to you, disobediences, etc., even then your heart is not becoming kalmasha yukta with ahankara, then ragadvesha, kama, krodadi. What is that drishti? That you are vita kalmasha. It's good no if you also have that, if we also have this drishti. In the very world, but हमारा कोई अंतःकरण कलमश वाला नहीं हो रहा है, कलुषित नहीं हो रहा है. अज्ञान कलुषम followed by vasana kalushyam, naturally followed by ragadvesha kama krodadi kalushyam, then bahar jagat mein shatru mitradi kalushyam. Nothing is touching you. So how you are with the kalmasha? What drishti? Second, third one, mahantaha. How you have risen above the limited individualities. You don't look at us also as individual, nor you appear to be any alpantaha, a jiva. You are in mahantaha. For you, the whole universe is your own heart, your own self. कैसे इसी महानता आपको आ गया? Which you express through your love, your concern, as if you don't see world as other than you. महान है आप. Mahan means the one who has expanded in his identity with the maximum, total. क्या दृष्टि है आपका कि आप विगत कलमश के बन गए, महान तो हो गए. थर्ड वन इज व्हाट? जीवन मुक्ता. We are baddha in the life jivan every moment with upadhi limitations and so many things. You just live like us in this very world, but you don't seem to be bound. काय है वो vision कि you are जीवन मुक्तास. And finally, Maha Ashaya, who have the greater vision of helping everyone to be redeemed from their bandhana. And you are trying your best. Those are fully following you, they are also getting that moksha. इस तरह से महान आशय आपके पास है. ऐसे आप लोग यहाँ विचारण कर रहे हैं क्या विजन को लेकर के. तो व्हाट इज द विजन बिकॉज ऑफ विच यू आर विगत कलमश, यू आर महान, यू आर जीवन मुक्त, यू आर महाशया. प्लीज टेल अस. ना गुड क्वेश्चन ना राम जी का, और इसका सब जवाब मिलेगा हमको. एंड वी आर फुल्ली फ्री to accept that answer for our own selves and live life like that, implement that in our life. We can also freely live in the world. Like in today's morning, Upanishad class introduction, living life relaxedly because we are in the stable state. We are stable in our doings because we know what to do. Steady we are in life. क्या है वो स्टेडीनेस का पीछे? राज ज्ञान कि आप हिलडुल नहीं रहे हमारे तरह. यू नॉट बिकमिंग कलमशयुक्त, बद्ध, दुखी, अहंकारी, लायबिलिटी टू द वर्ल्ड. यू आर नॉट बिकमिंग निरहंकार, निष्कलमश, प्रेमी, सेवक ऑफ द वर्ल्ड एंड गिविंग मुक्ति टू अदर्स आल्सो थ्रू योर प्रेजेंस एंड योर उपदेश. बताइए क्या है. राइट नाउ इन टुडे श्लोकास वी सी continues in this world only, living how to get moksha. लेकिन याद रखो अनित्यम असुखम लोकम इमम बट प्राप्य वजस्वमा. Staying in this world only, protecting ourselves from getting more and more entangled and bound, we can put all our serious sins and efforts for the moksha. That genius human being can be. What guides us is guides him in it is all the shastra jnana. Throughout the day, Subha, Dopar, Shap, for some 20 years, continuously, vigorously revel in Shastra, Shravanam and Adhyanam and Mananam. Why the understanding will not come to us? Why will not that drishti will not come? It will come. The moksha drishti. आएगा, पक्का आएगा। ये 20 साल हमारा नहीं है, छोड़ दो पूरा भगवान के लिए, शास्त्र अध्ययन के लिए, मनन चिंतन के लिए। Small 20 years is very less compared to the millions of lives we go through in the life of bondage without this ज्ञान। निरंतर निष्ठा से गुरु के पास गए, बस शुरू किया, एक एक टेक्स्ट पढ़ते हुए, अपना नोट्स लिखते हुए, मनन चिंतन करते हुए, लिविंग दैट लाइफ। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, नॉर इट ए डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन, नॉर इट ए नौटंकी, प्रदर्शना नहीं है, इट्स नॉट ए परफॉर्मेंस। Spirituality is a genuine living from the core of heart. LIVAH. Vairagya is not an understanding, it is to be lived. Prema is not an understanding, we have to experience it and live it. Guru Bhakti is not an understanding. Upasaka is not an understanding. Isn't it? Aham Brahmasmi is not an intellectual understanding, it's an experience. We have to be that. He says, Lobhayanto bhayayaiva visaya bhoga bhoginaha bhangurakara vibhavaha katham ayanti bhavyatam. देखो, see, vishayaha, the objects of the world, bhoga bhoginaha, who are like the serpents with the hoods. Lobhayantaha, continuously they are alluring us. हमको लुभा रहे हैं. लोभयंतः, they are attracting us, they're deluding us. Bhayaya eva, only again to give us the bhaya. Bhaya, shoka, dukkha, slavery, etc. एक वर्ड बताया, तो everything you have to understand it completely. Everything you have to add to complete and understand completely. So, विषयाः, भोगभोगिनः विषयाः, लोभयन्तः भयाय एव. They are attracting. When you go for it, they're only giving us the fear and dukkha. Fear about these two things. Either the objects will end Vishayas, or I will end while consuming them without enjoying all of them. सारे विषय नहीं मिलेंगे मुझे, और मैं सारे विषयों को भोगे बिना ही मैं कुछ हो जाऊंगा. This thought of many other bhayas, giving those fears alone, is the way these vishayas are affecting us. So, lobhayantah bhayaya eva vishayaha bhogabhoginah. Then bhangura akara vibhavaha. Why they are creating bhaya? Because the vaibhava in those vishayas, when we involve in them, are bhangura akaraha. They are absolutely transitory, transient. Very, very less time. So, जिनके विभव भंगुर है, ऐसे विषय हमको लुभाते हुए भंगुर होने के कारण डराते जा रहे होंगे. And they are like Vishayaha Bhoga Bhoginaha, the terrible serpents. Such Vishayas Katham Ayanti Bhavyatam. How these Vishayas, instead of the creators of the Bhaya, instead of the creators of Lobha, how can they become the cause of the Shubhata in our life? Here, Bhavyatam Katham Ayanti means हमारे भव्य जीवन के लिए कैसे मददगार हो सकते हैं. What is that vision by which the same world of objects can be used for rising above? It's only a question of learning and maturity. Na? Give the same stairs or ladder, either we can come down or we can go up also. In the same world where we are put up, we can connect with the world in a wrong manner by which we can fall down and slave, become slave. There are techniques in the world. If you adopt, same world can become a cause of our evolution. बस वो हमको vision चाहिए. So Yoga Vaashishtha is going to give us that vision of using the world as a springboard for us to take off to the higher lives of spiritual evolution. भाग तो नहीं सकते इस जगत से, यही रह करना है साधना. But in this jagat, all the Vishayaha Bhoga Bhogina are there. They are continuously lobhayanti and they are creating bhaya. And then their vibhavas are bhangura. Is there any vision? Katham Shubhapradaha Bhavyata Katham Ayanti Bhavyatam. How can they become bhavya? Bhavyata means glory. How do they give me the glory? You know, the very sublime thought. from the Bhakti Sadhana Marga, every object in front of us is a great opportunity provided for us to do the sadhana of Paramatma. So the sadhana of the Atma Vastu. कुछ भी देख रहे हैं हमारे राम कृष्ण को, इनके द्वारा हम स्मरण कर सकते हैं. होल वर्ल्ड इज केप्ट इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस फॉर दैट रीजन ओनली. अरे भाई मैं आत्मा के रूप में तुम्हारे अंदर हूं ही एनीवे, बट देख मेरा वैभव भी बाहर तुम्हारे सामने इतना भव्य सुंदर विश्व के रूप में मैं दिख रहा हूं, इनमें इनके द्वारा इनके रूप में. कैन यू सी मी? इट्स अ टेस्ट, इट्स अ ट्रेनिंग, इट्स अ ग्रेट जॉय ऑल्सो. See my Lord in the form of the sun, moon, stars, trees and oceans and rivers and मनुष्य पशु पक्षी वनस्पति के रूप में मेरे प्रभु विराजमान है. Is all Paramaatma's vibhuti only. Yadyad vibhuti mat sattvam srimadurjitam eva tattateva avagachatvam. That avagacha, come to understand. That's the vision. Mama tejumsha sambhu. Vishtavya hamidam krusnam ekantena ekamshena stita jagat. My part of art say part only, a part of me alone is there, my dear friends, in front of you as this tangible gross world. कितना बढ़िया. अब निर्गुण निराकार को हम प्रेम नहीं कर सकते, सेवा नहीं कर सकते, इसीलिए तो इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सगुण साकार इज अपीयरिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस टू गिव अस दैट जॉय आल्सो ऑफ सेवा एंड प्रेम व्हिच आर सो ब्यूटीफुल. Jnana has its own glory and beauty and compromising. But there is a joy in सेवा एंड प्रेम. अब निर्गुण का क्या करोगे सेवा प्रेम? अब सगुण है सामने जगत के रूप में, पूरा ज्ञानेन्द्र कर्मेंद्र इनको ट्रांसेंड करना पड़ता है when to reach the jnana. But in the prema and seva, in through them only you can do the due and enjoy that. Fullness, मतलब a complete joy will come when all our upadhis are used in serving the Paramatma in the form of this Jagatu. In that way, Katham, all these Vishayas and Indriyas, Upadhis become Bhavyatam. What is that vision we have to have? Same Upadhis in the world become the cause of Bhavyata, not cause of Bhaya. In the ignorance, it is cause of Moha, Bhaya, Lobha, Adi. But a vision of Jnana comes, same Jagat we are here to achieve the Bhavyata. Wow. Sri Ramji is seeking that vision. He doesn't want to destroy the world, nor he wants to run away from the world, and nor he wants to be bound by the world as a samsari dukhi jiva in this very world. And that's why when these questions asked to by him, that vision is given to the Guru. Therefore, staying in this very world, not like any other avatars or Mahatmas, ek saal, do saal, panch saal, 10,000 saal, he lived and showed that as long as you want, you can live as a Jivan Mukta in this world. Loving the world, serving the world, blessing the world, guiding the world, helping the world, evolving the world. That is the fulfilling life. A true Mahatmas live like that. First, they transcend, they cross, they reach out, they develop the vision, and here they are to guide. Sri Ramji's glorious question. Next. Mohamatangam rudita kalanka karitambara param prasadamayati shemushi sarasi katham. Interesting question is shemushi sarasi. Shemushi is buddhi. Shemushi. Dakshina Shemushi Prokta. Dakshinamurti Stotra. Shemushi is the Buddhi. And Shemushi is a Sarasi. It's a lake. And what happened in this lake till now? This happened. What is that? Moha Matanga. The terrible elephant or elephants named Moha, the delusion that came. Then what did that? Mridita. It has just with its legs, with its trunk, with its tusk, with its heavy body, it has just rattled or disturbed this lake of my buddhi. Because of which what happened? Kalanka Kalitambara. The whole lake has become absolutely kichad, disturbed. You know that now? The lake is so neat and clean. Any of these terrible animals, like elephants or hippopotamus, even hippopotamus like human being. When we go and jump in that river and all, the पूरा जो दलदल मच कीचड़ जो है ऊपर आकर whole lake becomes disturbed. So the Moha named elephant has made my Shemushi Chitta named river Kalanka Kalita. Why Mrudita? Why उसको उधेड़ कर खुदेड़ कर उखाड़ कर, whatever the words you use, है ना, पूरा मिट्टी विट्टी बाहर आ जाता है ना जब, when nobody is there, slowly everybody dirt मिट्टी settles down, the lake is so clear. But the terrible elephant like Moha came and disturbed my Chitta lake. Moha, you understand? Not seeing that reality as it is, seeing the Jagat and that also other than Paramatma, and then taking it as a Bhogavastus and creating entire Arishad Vargas of Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Mahasarya, Isha, Asuya. These are all the various activities of the Moha named element, because of which the lake of Chitta is totally disturbed and muddied, the muddy pool of waters. The pool of water has become muddy now. The lake of Chitta has become dirtied because of all this. Disturbed, angry, passionate, desirous, frustrated, jealous, wanting to take revenge. हो गया कल्लोल हो गया मेरा, कलुषित हो गया मेरा चित्त, बिकॉज ऑफ मोह मातंग. तो मोह मातंग मृदिता कलंक कलिता अंबरा शेमुषी सरसी my chitta lake katham param prasadamaayat. How it can again regain its prasadata prasannata, the impurity-lessness, purity, disturbance-lessness, calmness, which was there in the lake. कैसे हो करे? So before the elephant came, how was the Saraha? Prasanna. It was Prasanna Rupame. How it has to regain that situation? My chitta has to become Param Prasadam Ayat. It should be freed from all those moha elephant created non-positivities, and the disturbances should go away. Dirts and mud and impurities go away. Prasada Yukta, my chitta has to be. How to achieve it? Obviously, the answer is when that moha elephant is sent away. And moha is created by the ajnana. Then the ajnana should be removed by the jnana. So jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvaha ततस्तुतम पश्यते निष्कलम ध्यायमानः. कैवल्य उपनिषद में कहा. So through jnana, when the jnana is removed, when the jnana goes away, the moha element goes away, then all the aprasadata, aprasannata, the dirtiness, tamoguna, the disturbance, the rajoguna of the chitta go away. Prasannata of the shuddha sattva guna, revealing the tattva in anubhuti will happen. That's why we have to be the tattva jignasus, tattva jnani, tattva sadhaka, tattva bodha prapta jivan mukta. Then only there is please prasannata. Otherwise, our chitta leka is attacked by terrible elephant named delusion. मृदित कर कर वो पूरा कलंक कलिता कर देता है हमारे चित्त को. Good example, no? Elephant coming and disturbing the lake and making it disturbed and muddy. Again, the lake is regaining its calmness, quietness. And the joy of a calm and quiet lake when we are in its vicinity, watching the beauty of it, isn't it? The greenery around it because of it, the cool winds that's blowing, the trees that are very wonderfully, fresh trees, very healthy trees with leaves, flowers, fruits. It's a scene worthy of seeing. सो तो हमारा चित्त नामक लेक कलंक कलुष रहित प्रसन्न है, तो इसके इर्द गिर्द ऑल द सद्गुणास, all Devi gunas, all the Adhyatmika sadhanas, all the Anubhutis, they are the things around the beautiful lake. We have to make it. What is that vision by which this happens? Hey Guru, please teach us. Okay. Next, samsara eva nivahe jano vyavaharannabi nabandham kathamapnoti padmapatre payoyatha. Every question, are you remembering, noting? Do we have that capacity to retain them? देखो, आज से ना हमारा मेमोरी शक्ति को बढ़ाने का, सरस्वती माता दक्षिणामूर्ति संबंधी मंत्रों को पढ़ते हुए we have to be having that utavalapan to remember what we are studying. When we get lost in the Vishayas, in the people, with the Ragadvesha, Kama, Krodha, and always maintain a third rate level of mind intellect, the sacred knowledges never remain as memory in us. Then what's the use of that jnanam, which is only in the pustaka, not entered the mastaka? That is why Medha Shakti is required. मेधा दक्षिणामूर्ति उपासना करो. देखो 10 चीज सुन रहे हैं हम, एक तो याद होना चाहिए. 10 इम्पॉसिबल. आई एम स्पीकिंग, मुझे ही याद है. आई कांट एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम यू. What like one or two, like he asked about Janakaji, he asked about the gurus themselves. He said how with upadhis live in this world yet not touched by it. He says how the Vishayas do not enter me. He's asking the question. Elephant example he took. Then Vishayas are like bhoga bhogi. How they become, instead of giver of the bhaya, how do they become the giver of the bhavyata? Now comes in the sloka number 17. Samsara eva nivahe jano vyavaharannapi navandham katamapnoti padmapatre payo yatha janaha. You and I, human beings, samsare eva, staying in this very samsara. Nivahe. Nivahe means nitaram vahe. Means the samsara is ढो रहा है हमको, और हमको भी संसार को ढोना पड़ता है. There is meaning nivaha. I carry the load of samsara and world is carrying me also the load. तो samsare eva nivahe. Nivahe samsare means nitaram vartate. Nivahe samsare vyavaharan nabi. The continuously changing the world में necessary व्यवहार करते हुए भी, है ना, जनः, human beings, कथम बंधम न आपनोति. What is the way by which he is not getting any bondage? Padmapatre vayupayo yatha. Like the Padmapatra staying in the water only. But the Padmapatra is not touched or contaminated by the water. In the very much, it's born in water. It is growing in water. It is containing water. It's not touched by the water. Padmapatra Mahasa. ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि संगत्यत्वा करोति है लिप्यते न समापेन पद्मपत्र विवाम्बसा. 5वां अध्याय. Staying in this very world. How not getting tainted by this world? Like staying in water, the lotus petal or leaf or flower is not touched by the water. संसारेव निवहे व्यवहरन्नपि जनः न बंधम कथम आपनोति. बंधम कथम न आपनोति. क्या है ना क्वेश्चन, मजेदार है ना. One question only, tell me Atma Jnana. But it is so pale, the question is. But when you put it this way, the utility of that Atma Jnana in so many ways we can see. Transcendentally, it gives us infinite bliss because it is self is eternal. But immanently also, it gives us permission to play in this world without getting wounded, without getting tainted or fainted. मजा है कि नहीं बात. सवाल का मजेदार बात देखो, इतने विस्तार से कोई नहीं पूछा सवाल, इतने सारे मांगते हुए. It looks as if for each of the answer question, one thing the teachers have to teach. ना, एक ही सिखाएंगे, उस एक को सीख लो, ये सारे उसमें आ जाते. लेकिन ना बंगला खरीदना है, गाड़ी खरीदना है, और कुछ जमीन खरीदना, खेती बाड़ी होने मुझे, all I have to have good clothing, interior. You need not worry about many things. बस 20 करोड़ कमा लो, उसमें सब आ जाते. You need not do one thing for each of them. Earn money, this much, everything taken care. So to get Atma Jnanam, in that all these are fulfilled. निवह एव संसारे संसरन्नपि जनः कथं न बन्धमाप्नोति पद्मपत्रे पयो यथा हे गुरो वद. Please tell. Should we not learn this? Now you understood what's going to be the subject that will be dealt by gurus. Mm. Mm. Such a beautiful shloka, next one, 18th wala. Wonderful, wonderful. He says, Atmamat trunavachedam sakalam kalayan janaha katham uttamatam eti manomanmathamasprushan. Top shloka it is. Every shloka is beautiful, but this is one of the very, very sweet, cute. This Jagat, where he is there, in that staying, Janaha Sakalam Kalayan. Everything in front of the world, Kalayan, he is understanding and seeing it as. In what way he is seeing this Jagat? Atmavat and Trunavacha. What a beautiful thought, no? Within the heart, for him, the whole world is Atma Swarupa only. But when it comes to Vyavahara, the entire Jagat with all its variety of beauties, bhoga, rupas, attractions, etc., how much it may dance like a nartaki in front of me. For me, the entire world with all its glories, temptations are only Trunavata. Ab dekho, how many books we have studied, but is there any one of the book, including Adhyatma Ramayana Upanishads, this way of presentation is there? That the entire world within me, for me, is Atmavat, outside it is Trunavat. This ultimate thing, please remember, I am not able to explain to you with the correct words. I am lacking words and utterly failing here. Beautiful thing. You understand, like a person has come in front. Inside about that person, the attitude is Mera Atma hi hai us roop mein. There was so much of love, so much of seva to him that we lose ourselves in him. Same person when outside that person only, when he is the creator of any raga dvesha or kama krodha vikara, he is like a trunavat to me, that I have totally disregarded him like a blade of grass. This is the way the great Jivan Muktas live. When we are in front of them, their eyes tear because they look at us as Atma Vastu. Atman alone is present in this form. With regard to the upadhis, when we are present there, we are like a blade of grass. They ukhad ke fek denge. That's when no guru remembers any disciple. Trunavat, घास उसको क्या तो याद रखना है? As an anatma. But as an atma is my own self. Anatma रूपेण जगत पश्यति चेत तृणवत तृणी कुर्यात. आत्मवत पश्यति चेत सेवा प्रेमा कुर्यात. Very rare expression, isn't it? Your own wife. When she is with your Atmavati, look at her. Give her everything. At the same time, when she becomes cause of bondage, Trunavatu, not outside. On the outside only, but in the heart. See to it that she will not create any dent in your spiritual vision. It is in your choice. That means the word, या जगत को आत्मा के रूप में देख या नहीं तो नहीं है के रूप में देख. जगत को अपने से अलग एक द्वंद्व के रूप में मत देख, फंस जाओगे. Means in the question itself, Rama asked Rama is showing the answer. I really loved this shloka among many shlokas so far. Atmavat and Trunavacha. Idam sakalam kalayan. Idam sakalam kalayan. Janaha, the human beings, katham uttamatameti. Staying in this very world, how step by step they evolve to reach to the uttama sthiti. What is uttama sthiti? Purushottama sthiti only. Aham brahmasmi, sarvam jagat brahmasthi, sakalam jagat ahameva asmi. So aham brahmasmi, jagat is Brahman. Therefore, from the Brahma standpoint, I myself am jagat, jagat is myself, me. That is called the Uttama Sthiti. Step by step, staying in this very world, how one can achieve. Katham Uttamatameti. And while doing all that, Mano Manmatam Asprusan. The mind kept protected intact, that the Manmatha, the Kamana Vikara, even a trace also not coming in the mind. Wow, what a beautiful demand from Rama. What a beautiful question is asking the Gurus. मेरे मन में मनमत प्रवेश नहीं करना है, इसी जगत में रहते हैं उसको आत्मा के रूप में देखूं, अदरवाइज तृण के रूप में देखूं. बट इन आइदर केसेस उत्तमता में थी. My goal of reaching to ultimate, I have to accomplish. What is the way? What is the vision? What is the knowledge? What is the sadhana? What is to be done, Guru? Please tell. फंटास्टिक श्लोक है ये तो, रियली ग्रेट यार. मजा आया ये वाला पढ़ करके तो मुझे. आत्मवत तृणवच्छ इदं सकलं कलयन् जनः कथम उत्तमतामेति मनोमन्मथम अस्पृशन्. While reading all these shlokas, what we have to catch one point is living life this way is possible, and living life, making it possible this way is called sadhana, and it is in our hands. We have to decide that it can be done, we have to decide that it should be done, and we should do it and reach out. इसी जगत में रहो, आत्मा के रूप में देखो, मन में कोई मनमत नहीं आना चाहिए. सीइंग दिस वर्ल्ड, मनमत इज कामना, काम इज राग द्वेष, नो इमोशन, आत्म दृष्टि बस. either जगत look at is आत्मा और शून्य, जगत है ही नहीं. In either case, take this outer jagat or your inner bodies as ladders to reach to the uttamottama sthiti. आत्मवत्तृणवच्छेदं सकलं कलयन् जनः कथम उत्तमताम एति मनोमन्मथमस्पृशन्. ये वाला क्वेश्चन, ये वाला चैप्टर बढ़िया ना. अगले वाला भी सर्ग 21-31 ऑल्सो कंटेन्स श्री रामास प्रश्न, होल प्रश्न, इसके ऊपर आंसर. फिर all that shows that we as a jignasu must go to the guru with a jignasa and put the questions in front. Seeing the depth of our questions, the guru understands where do we stand, and from there he lifts us through his giving knowledge and guidance. नेक्स्ट श्लोक भी कितना बढ़िया है, देखो कि कम महापुरुषम पारम उपयातम महोदधे आचारेणानुसंस्मृत्य जनो याति न दुखिताम. देखो रामचंद्र ही है, वंदे महापुरुष थे चरणारविंदम. इवन भागवत में ही उनका नाम महापुरुष आपके चरण में वंदना करके इन द 5th सर्ग 5th स्कंद in the Kim Purusha lok mein Devata is Rama, Hanumanji is doing his worship. Even now, there these are the shlokas uttered by Hanumanji. Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam. Vande Mahapurushate Charana. Rama himself is Mahapurusha. He himself is the Purushottama of 15th chapter of Gita. He himself is the Uttama Purusha. Purushottama Uttama Purusha एक ही है. But he is asking now, गुरुजनों को क्या पूछ रहे? कम महापुरुषम. कम means of कौन से? Which Mahapurusham, Mahapurush ko Paramupayatam, the one who has gone beyond the samsara and bondage and realized Mahodadehe Paramupayatam. इस संसार नामक बड़े समुद्र के पार पहुंचे हुए उस तरफ कौन से महापुरुष का आचारेण अनुसंस्मृत्य है ना, knowing and following his acharana, knowing and following the acharana of which Mahatma who has crossed the samsara, that jano yati na dukhitam, that the jana remains no more miserable. It transcends the miserable state of samsara. किनका आचरण को फॉलो करते हुए. देखो गुरुओं का भी, उपदेश का भी, आचरण का भी, दोनों फॉलो कर. तो आचारेण अनुसंस्मृत्य. What is the meaning of acharena anusamsmritya? Remembering and following the way that Mahatma Guru has walked, because of which he is Paramupayatam Samsara Mahaudade. He has crossed the ocean of samsara. By following whom? The human beings also. Na dukkitam yati. Means they were no more into the dukkha samsara samudra. They are in the Ananda Sagara. like those Mahatmas. शोक समुद्र को पार करके आनंद समुद्र में कैसे जन पहुंचेंगे, कौन से महात्मा के आचरण को फॉलो करते हुए. दैट मीन्स इन दिस चैप्टर द संत महात्माओं का लक्षण भी आएगा, सिद्धस्य लक्षणानि, जो हम साधकों के लिए साधनानि बनते हैं. In this way, we are having 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mantras more. When we study them, this beautiful sarga completes. मजेदार है कि नहीं एक एक वाला. We are only in the beginning. As the knowledge will be told to us with so many typical complicated stories, more vigorous than what we are seeing in our त्रिपुरा रहस्य. उसमें भी कहानी है बट कम. योग वासिष्ठ होती 30,000 श्लोक क्या बढ़ाएंगे फिर वासिष्ठ जी. You'll have to tell only stories only. Stories are the only way by which the subtle truth is conveyed easily. Just if you tell it ruthlessly, logically, na, every intellect will not catch. That's why ना उपनिषद इत्यादि पढ़ने को कम लोग आते हैं, बट रामायण महाभारत भागवत बोलो हजारों आते हैं. Because the majority like that way of getting informed or educated. Even in schools, colleges be, if the system of education is turned to be told through the story form, children will catch it more beautifully. कुछ कुछ कहानियां उसके ऊपर कर कर. तो यहाँ भी वशिष्ठ जी गोइंग टू give examples of the past and all that. He will answer all these things. So, who is the Mahatma whose way of lifestyle having followed, the Jana will cross Dukkha and enter into Sukha Samudra like that Mahatma who has crossed the Mahaudadi. Question this one. उससे ऊपर क्या था? How this world, Jana, staying in this very world, see the world as Atmavatta also, see the world as Trinavatta also, don't allow the Manvata to enter inside. And in this very world, Uttamata Meti, they reach to the ultimate. Third one, doing all vyavahara that is required to be done in the samsara, yet not getting bound like the lotus leaf doesn't get touched by the water. Then how my chitta, which has become disturbed because of the moha matanga, regains it paramprasadata. Fifth one, the vishayas, which are the givers of the bhaya, how do they become the givers of bhavyata? 61, how you people, what drishti you have, because of which you are mahantaha, you are vitakalmashaha, you are jivan muktaha, you are mahashayaha. Same way, all my faculties are in this punk of this samsara, doing whatever to be done, yet not tainted by them. Sixth one. Seventh is example of Janaka. How they have become Mahatma, Sarvaramba Samarudaha. So much fully involved they are in the world. But living in the world only, Katham Uttamatam Gataha. In this way, 5, 6 more are there, which we will study tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasa Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane. That's it. Bol Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Rama Rakshamam Paimam. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. ओम नारायणाय विद्महे तन्नो विष्णुदासरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभ तन्नो राम मंगलमूर्तिदेवाय नमः. सर्वलोकशरण्य साधुरूपाय मंगलम्. ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो मध्यो. बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. राधा कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान. ओल श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास आदि समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्य की, योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण आचार्य की जय. सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः. पार्वती पते हर महादेव. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मृति राम राम ब्रह्मे श्री आदिवरा शक्तिमान. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. Narayana. Pray for all Devatas Mahatmas to bless this world, to have the Shuddha Sattva Sanatana Dharma, so that all beings go towards Dharma Moksha Purushartha. May we live all our life seeing the fully blossoming world outside and our own, the heart named lotus also blossoming in the wisdom and devotion. For that only all these efforts. May we be serious, sincere, genuine in this. Hmm. Right, friends, be regular. Join in 5 minutes.